But Stuart, we've looked at some beautiful high quality renders. Let's not hide any of the sins. Top and bottom, orthographic.
Well, this just reinforces my belief that they took the Intrepid class and just sovereigned it up a bit. Because those sovereign nacelles, are shorter. Obviously, they're stubbier. And I think they're trying to go for the Intrepid, like, small nacelle look, but different. And it doesn't work as well from the top for me, personally.
Well, for me, it's because you can tell they took a sovereign nacelle to the front and did this. Now, it is a little bit different, of course, but the design language is just sovereign but shifted, in post. I actually don't mind, and I knew this, of course, because I've done some animations with it. I actually kind of like the disparity in size between the saucer and the nacelles. It gives it that something feel I actually quite like. Like, this is definitely shipped in motion. It works better than stills, at least orthographic stills. But I actually quite like that, and you really can't tell they're bulbous until you get a pure top. The proportionality is entirely hidden, which I like. But yeah, the neck is so incredibly, it's like 90. Well, it's like 67% saucer.
Yeah.
20% secondary hull and a little bit of.
Well, it's like the Intrepid. It's got the same kind of proportions as that, right?
But not the elegance of integration. That is, it's a spoon, of course, but this is a saucer with a stubby secondary hull. Voyager is an organically curved.
Yeah.
You can. Rick obviously worked really hard to iterate on that. It's interesting, but it's not that sleekness. Although only from the top, the bottom it blends in better. I wonder if it's because there's the bulk that kind of makes it three-dimensional, the secondary hull. Or is that just me adding my own whatever?
It's a sovereign model that's just been stretched and changed.
With radically different textures, because there's lines, there's plates, does it do anything? Yeah. Well, I guess maybe there are escape pods in the saucer, because there's some like triangles, curved triangles in 3 sets of 3. But the ones nearest to the front of the saucer isn't even aligned properly. It's slightly askew. So I don't think I'm going to give them their escape pods. I think I'm going to not give them that credit.
Yeah, that's a good call out, actually. Yeah. It's one thing I was visually missing when I was looking at those other pictures, and I didn't realize it. Lack of escape pods. But I think those black grilled areas kind of trick your eye into thinking there's nothing missing.
Oh, that's interesting. They could be grills that open up and have pods.
They could. They could be like roll doors that roll in. And
is that better than a flap? Possibly, but then you've only got, 10? Nothing secondary hull and nothing on the bottom of the saucer. So anyone in engineering is scuppered. Terrible firing arcs. This thing is super underarmed.
Yep.
Next, view the side, the front, and the back, which are shots we kind of saw in the episodes. I feel like I know these shots quite well. Your thoughts?
I like the side. I like the profile view, and you can. The glowing elements on the secondary hull that we were talking about. From here, it looks like it's almost part of the nacelle. Like if the bottom part of the nacelle glowed blue like that, that'd be kind of neat. But I like the side profile. I think it looks good. Proportionally is great. It's better than the top for me. And the front and back, the front looks good. Again, very sovereign-y, but mean-looking. What do you think about these views?
I think all three work. Not necessarily to peak Starfleet levels. I think the side's actually really nice. It's just a Voyager-E hybrid. I see every shape combined, but it looks nice. I get if this was a silhouette design for the show, they presented side views. I get why that was picked. That's nice, right? Needs windows. The front is weird because it's just a curved organicness, but there's no stepping, and it doesn't quite do either Sovereign or Voyager shape as well. So it's just kind of this big gentle dome. It's nice, but it's odd, and I think the back view works better because it's got more detailed and it kind of has a flow to it. Yeah, weird. And giant, we talk about those front doors or deflector, real big. I didn't realize how big they were because you can see the torpedo launchers in the quantum bay, and they're 4 quantums tall. So these things are several decks. Yeah. Next view though, we're looking at some detailed shots. So this is the front, and you can now see inside the little lip cut-in. It's got things.
Sensor palette. We'll go with that. I don't know.
Or torpedo launchers, because that's roughly the right scale. Since we just talked about the door being forward.
Yeah, could be.
The forward torpedo launcher's inside a little lip.
Yeah, I would buy that 100%.
I feel like I would then put like the whole thing, almost like the rotary for the Akira. Oh god, can you imagine a rotary forward torpedo launcher? Just crazy. And
I would do it like this kit scanner from Knight Rider. Just have like 5 or 6 across and just shoot like that. Yeah.
Like a firework display.
Yeah.
That'd look crazy. I love that. That's a really good idea. Do that. Prodigy Season 3.
And to see it firing with red would be hilarious. Anyway.
And a few blues coming out. Grilling, still don't know what. Although the phaser strips are more extruded than I thought. I mean, it's subtle, but from this view they are some.
Yeah.
But there's so many layers of the bridge module. I mean, this thing has like, you count it, the amount of iterative little step ups is kind of extreme. Like, I like it a lot. I actually think it's really cool. But why are the designers thought, right, we need another half a meter of plating here? No, another meter.
It looks cool. That's why. Stop asking questions.
Small thing. So the next view is close to the nacelles. They look great. I really like the grilling. It's bold, it's sovereign, but not. It's cool. It's great.
Yeah, I really like the nacelles, I gotta say. I wish the blue stripes on the side would go back a little further, but... And maybe taper a bit more.
Yeah, they feel weirdly square, as if they were stuck on...
As an afterthought?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I certainly could have done with a nicely recessed set of like 3 more blue, like the top, 3 more blue lines across the entire nacelle. I'm like, cool. But to have them be so different confuses me. Unless it's slipstream, then okay.
Also, is it just me, or does the attachment point for the strut to the bottom of the nacelle or the side of the nacelle look like it can almost slide? Like the nacelle can slide in there? And that was going to be their gimmick for this one instead of going up and down? Because it almost looks like it could slide back further away from the primary hull.
I mean, there's no reason you'd have over about double the length of it. Yeah, I mean, hey, variable warp geometry changes it, just slides back iteratively, and you can, yeah, that would be interesting.
It certainly looks like that's what they were going for.
I've never thought that before, but yeah, I think that's probably very, very accurate. Sure, I mean, bonus detail, right?
That'd be a cool visual, too, seeing it, like, these slide back and then goes into...
Yeah. Or even maybe if further back it's for slipstream. You have to have a more elongated profile. Well, yeah, it'd be interesting if they slide back, and then when they slide forward, that's when the blue grills hit the other grills and become a slipstream drive, so back there... Maybe they turn off, because we only ever saw it in only a few days of the entire show, give or take, or a week or two, so it'd be interesting if it had that in mind. So we always assume the version we see is the default version, but it just happened to be the one we saw, right? So, yeah, maybe it moves and it all turns off.
Yeah, because that's a detail you wouldn't necessarily add if you were designing a ship or building a ship. Because it looks like it should be a much thicker strut, or it's on a rail. It's just odd. Anyway.
Very nice.
Never noticed that before.
No, indeed. And the back view is a shell bay. Big old shell bay. I like it's ribbed. That is a fun thing. Some little red detailing.
I just wish there was more markings.
Yeah,
I know this one's lacking the registry and stuff. I understand that, but I'm sure it probably says Voyager-A at the back there. But
yeah, pinch salt. These things don't have registries. And I'm wondering what the little blue glows are, because they're everywhere. But like, what purpose would it serve on the pylon? Like, it's not a window. If there's an emitter, it's everywhere. Given the fact the shell bay goes back, I know they're not necessarily thinking literally, but like the shell bay does go back further than that blue glow, so it's not going into the hull too much. Otherwise, it'd hit the internal shell bay. They might not be thinking that. We're probably overthinking it, but I would design these things with that in mind. So I'm wondering. I assume it's just a simple, like an LED strip emitter, like just something very basic. Doesn't need much tech. But then, what does it do?
Also, from this view, you get a look at those tracks again that the nacelles could slide on. And it definitely feels like that.
Yeah, because they are very close in nacelles to the main hull. The facades are always like we debated that when we build the model. Like they feel from a 3/4 you can't really tell, but it's like they are really, really, really close. Next view is the deflector and the captain's yacht torpedo place thing. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think it can come out.
I don't either. I'll just say it again. I do like the way that deflector looks. Something about that being built up the way it is, that it just feels really good to me.
It's quite an important detail for spaceships. They're like, yeah, we're going to protect this one this time.
Yeah.
But lots of panel lines and cut-ins and lines and just not lines really. Not doesn't feel that thought out. Just feels like patterned. Like a graphics artist had to do a line drawing of it, and it's like, oh, it looks nice. What does it do? Yeah.
Whatever you need it to. It's science fiction.
Yes. Speaking of science fiction, now this is a top view that we kind of had from the show, similar. I kind of lit it slightly more cinematically, to kind of give, to see, take a step back, right? Perspective and sort of in space. Actually, yeah, this was like the mirror version was from this rough angle, and this is our last shot. So, how do you feel? Voyager-A, nothing being held back, full detail, licensed model. What do you think?
I like almost everything about it. I just wish it had a final pass from somebody like Rick Sternbach or John Eaves that could add the details that we've talked about. Because it's sorely lacking a few things. And with no explanation. I mean, like we had said earlier, before the show even started, or before the season started, if this was an armored version, and that's why you can't see any of the windows, that's why you can't see escape pods, cool. And it looks, the way that it has that shape at the back, like this of the saucer, it almost feels like it's the saucer's like plugged into that back part, or it could be some kind of emitter for armor, and that would be cool. But it's just lacking a lot of fundamental Star Trek ship details, even though it screams Star Trek. It's an odd one.
Well, yeah, I mean, from this view, your brain reads, as you said very well, the black things are the escape pods, the orange things are the phaser strips. Like, your brain notices the details. Oh, look, the impulse engine's there, just not turned on. But as you start debating them, you're like, well, is it though? And you're not realizing it's missing a lot of the stuff. But hey, Zhen He missed everything and was not afraid to scream, hey, we've missed everything. This ship misses a lot of things, and it fills in the details of other things you kind of think of things might not be, but it tricks you better. And looks nice at the same time. But for me, as a fan filmmaker, it's definitely screaming, let's do the hero version.
Yeah.
Let's add in things that are missing. Let's say this is probably phase, let's do this. Let's add the things that are more conventional and see how it feels, like, Windows. Because I think this thing would, the design is really solid, but it needs those things. It needs an extra layer of thought that, like I said, Rick or John Rick, get Rick Sternbach on it,
Yeah, exactly. But I don't hate it. I like the design. I like the fits in with the fleet as a sister ship to the Sovereign.
Yeah, like a little cousin.
Yeah, it's like kind of like the Nova class. It still has Sovereign-like details. You can tell it's part of the same design language.
So you think someone went to the office one day and said, Guys, I've got an idea. Okay. Right, you ready with this? Yeah. Nova class. Already made that. No, I know. Let's make a big Nova class. I like it. Go. The Lamarr class. The Voyager-A. We hope to see it again. And we may see it in a fan film of mine. Who knows? Support fan films and you might see it again.
Yes. So guys, comment down below what you thought about this ship design. Anything we missed? Anything you want? Any thoughts that we had that you want to expand upon?
And of course, if you want to play it in Stowe, go get it in Stowe right now. And it's got cool abilities and it's got some fighters and some Infinity. It's there. You can play it right now.
So comment down below. Anything you want to tell us? Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell icon so you can join us for lives, where we can talk about this stuff in more real time with you. I mean, comments are great, but being on a live and actually being able to in the chat and super chatting, it's all important. So make sure you're notified and come and join us.
Yeah, we want to have this debate, this conversation, we say, what was this? And it's like, oh yeah, there you go. Or even the episode name of the specific, whatever, that's what we're here for, to have a debate with you guys, and we all learn and have fun together. And if you want to be part of that community and ensure we can keep going, That's kind of important. Then you can support us via super chatting on any of those lives. Any amount helps us do what we do and puts your voice into the chat. If you like this video, you can super thanks. It's that dollar button. Super thanks, whatever you feel is good. Every single one really helps the channel because, yeah, just helps the channel. Or if you want to like what we do, want to see more ships, more conversations, more interviews, whatever, Patreon is a great way. Any and all donations help a big deal. Or join the channel. It's the YouTube version of the Patreon, and either which way you get on the Fleet video, which we love. So if you, and hey, maybe this will be in the Fleet video. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, probably should.
So until next time, guys, he's Commander Cockings.
He's Captain Foley.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.